Hey, welcome everybody. Kelly here from Beacon Offroad. Today I'm in the shop. I got my Ford Gen Tacoma here behind me, and I'm going to add front and rear recovery points to the truck. So anyways, stay tuned. So if you plan to head off-road, one thing you should definitely have is some basic recovery gear and know where your recovery points are. If you didn't know, we have 2 points here, right? One right there on the front and one right there. Unfortunately, they're not very good for soft shackles, and they're definitely not good for a regular shackle. For the rear, same sort of thing. In the back, we have this hook here, and we have one there, and we have the same one on the other side. Now, a soft shackle definitely is going to get wrecked if we put it on here, and a regular shackle is just going to interfere, and this is not going to work out so well. So what we're going to end up by doing is we're going to put a recovery point on each corner and a protection around the corner. So let's have a look at those. Let's take a quick look at these Ford Gen Tacoma rear tow hooks with integrated skid plates. So this is from a company called BP Fabricating, and they make some pretty heavy duty stuff. So let's have a quick look. So this will be the actual recovery point itself. As you can see, this is pretty thick metal, and here's the integrated skid plates. These are going to cover the back corner of your bumper, and this one's upside down here, but it's got the BPF name on here, and we'll go through all that. So anyways, this is the rear and this is the front. We'll go over those after, but let's quickly get these rears on and we'll move forward to the fronts. For reference, we are on the rear passenger side. Spare tires right here, bumpers right here. So you can see we have these two holes that go through this frame portion. What we're going to do is we're going to take both the bolts, we're going to throw a washer on each bolt like this, and then we're just going to pass these through the back side right here, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and we'll add a washer on each side. Then we're going to add the recovery hook on here like this. Make sure it doesn't fall off. Then we're going to place the skid plate on here as well. So it gets a little bit tricky in the sense that you'll have to fight for some space. Okay, so I reached up, got this washer and nut, and then I put the other washer and nut on the other bolt. I kind of just reach around from the backside right here. So it's on here just loosely right now. So what we'll do is we're going to need to get a ratchet and wrench, and we're going to have to hold the nut, and we'll probably tighten it from this side here. For reference, this is a 15/16, but if you don't have that, a 24 mil is basically the exact same size, so you could use that as well. So let me grab some tools. So what I've gone ahead and done here underneath is, you can see I have the wrench pointing out backwards, and then I have my ratchet here, so I can just ratchet, hold the wrench like this. And then as for the other one, it has a space, but you're going to need to position the nut so the wrench is just pointing like this. You will not be able to get it closed in on there, but that's fine. We can hold the nut with this one, and then we can tighten it down with those two right there. All right, so it's all tightened down. Doesn't really look too much different, but there we go. Ready to go and ready to do some recoveries. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that on the driver's side as well, and then we'll move on and we'll do the fronts. I figured we'd just take a quick look at the recovery points. These are pretty awesome, 1/2 inch cut steel. They're CNC cut, pretty thick. It's made from all one piece. We got the through bolts, and we'll put the factory bolts through here. We're going to need a 9/16 wrench and socket, and then a 17 millimeter to get the factory point, recovery point off. So let's take a quick look at that. Just on the driver's side here, we got two 17 millimeters. Pull one off here. Pull that off. We're going to go ahead and reuse the two factory bolts. I'm just going to put these in finger tight for now, just to hold it. Get one of the supplied bolts here, and we're going to run that through from behind. See if it lines up. There we go. Washer and a nut. Just going to lightly snug this up for now. Then I'm going to go ahead and draw in this nut. Once that nut is tight, we'll go ahead and tighten down the two factory bolts, and there we go. Now we have our recovery point on there. Okay, so there we have the front installed, and I've gone ahead and just put a shackle on there really quickly, and there's what it looks like. All done. Got both sides completed. Now we are ready to do a recovery. We can go ahead and put a soft shackle or whatever it is we want to connect to here. We're not limited to whatever, so at least we got something, and we get stuck, we are able to get ourselves out. Okay, and we're just on the back. Just a quick look, got the shackle on there. See what it looks like with the recovery point on there. Shackle ready to go. So I think it looks pretty great. I really like the idea of having the integrated skid, because let's face it, just backing up into a rock or something like that, or just something around here while you're out on the trails, it'll definitely help protect this corner because these are pretty sturdy. So anyways, I think it looks pretty great. Well, the install is all complete. Pretty simple, just need a couple of hand tools and you could pretty much knock this out anywhere. Obviously having recovery points on the truck is really important if you're planning on going off-road, and hopefully you won't really need them too often, but if you do, they're there. So anyways, thanks so much for watching. I will drop a link in the description where you can get yours from the website, BP Fabricating, and yeah, catch you on the next one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye.